Hey y'all, it's your girl Bre. I'm coming in live with the voiceover because I look like complete crap today. So we're gonna talk about, if you cannot tell by the photo, JLo and Shakira halftime 2020 baby in Miami baby, and we're gonna have an open discussion about their performance and my predictions and my thoughts. So when I first saw this poster, I thought it was photoshopped. I thought there's no way that JLo and mother freaking Shakira are going to be on the same stage. These two women are basically my childhood. Like in my childhood, it was like JLo, Shakira, Beyonce, all the way, baby. Like I was so ecstatic, you know. And then I kind of reality set in and was like, oh, like the whole NFL and Colin Kaepernick and a lot of celebrities are standing by him and not wanting to perform in the halftime at NFL. Then it kind of made me think, like, am I part of the problem? Probably. Like, are they pandering to me? Considered me pandered? Uh, um, it's really hard. Like this kind of brings into a whole a big topic of what does it mean to be an ally and allyship, because the big topic of conversation was, you know, how non-black Latinx folks never really support black folks, and which is true. Like, you know, we've let them down in so many ways, and I say we because I'm a part of the, you know, non-black Latinx community. We got to take responsibility for our brethren, our sisterins. Is that a word? Anyways. But what does it mean to be an ally? And that's like a big branching off topic, you know, that we can have in the comments. But does being a good ally mean like denying paid opportunities or opportunities for exposure or career development for an allyship? And that's what I think it means. Yet I'm not going to name any names, I see a lot of these online activist pages talk about this all the time, yet they don't have anyone 2 shades darker than them on the Fenty Rihanna scale on their pages. Like, they don't deny themselves paid opportunities to give the opportunity to someone else that's not them. I'm just saying, let's think about that. But don't cancel me, y'all. Okay, anyways, I think Remezcla really expresses more eloquently than I could ever do. I'm just inserting some screenshots of that article. Definitely check it out. But now I want to get into more of what I think about the choice they made and my predictions for the actual performance. If the idea was to target the Latinx community in the US, they did a freaking genius job at it. Masterful job of it. I couldn't think of a better combo, honestly. Jay-Z is the one who picked them, and if that was their idea to reach a whole new demographic, that brava. If you I watch Wendy Williams, I don't know if y'all do, but she was talking about it, and she's like, oh, JLo should have been on there for years. She doesn't need whoever. Like, she's like, I only know hips don't lie. But she can do it by herself. And someone mentioned to me that Serena Williams said that as well. And I do agree. Like, JLo could do it by herself. She had a Vegas show. When she does her show, there's a lot of dancers. It's a big performance, right? It's more of entertainment than singing. You know, we all know JLo can't sing, everybody. All right, we got the joke. She sang her way to Ursula so she could look young forever. We know it, okay? But that's not the point. The point is to reach both the American, both Latinx and non-Latinx, and the international market, because in terms of international, Shakira has a lot more clout, a lot more respect, a lot more longevity. She's been in so many different genres. She's sold more records worldwide. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but you can just Google that on your own time in accordance. But that's the point, is to bridge those two audiences. And that is so very smart, because a lot of those international folks probably don't like football. They like soccer, which is football everywhere else in the freaking world except for America, because we got to be special for some reason. And so, like, we just got to do everything different, right? Non-metric system, whatever. I don't even know what it's called. Fahrenheit. Like, having different names for melons. Don't get me started on how we name melons. Any freaking way. We just got to be different, you know? This is not the first time they've sort of performed at the same sporting event. Someone made a really good comment on the Wendy Williams video on YouTube saying back in 2014 during the World Cup that the official World Cup song was by Pitbull and JLo, and they got a lot of flack for it because people didn't like the song. There was only one Brazilian artist, and there was like a short little cameo, and people really did not like the song. Shakira made sort of an unofficial song. It came out during the same time, had soccer players, but it wasn't the song. And people like that song a lot better. And I will say that song is much more of a banger. You can look that up on your own accord. I'm not going to get, copyright striked or anything like that. But it was a better song. And Shakira did close out the World Cup performances. JLo opened them. But Shakira got a lot more praise than JLo did because JLo is more of an American artist. I don't know what people don't understand about that. So it's very intelligent of them to pick this if they want to target this specific audience. I think this is really smart. Now you're probably thinking, well, why don't they target white people? And my answer, they did that last year. They had a Justin freaking Timberlake do country music. That doesn't sound more white. They can might as well just put a Wonder Bread with a microphone. You can't get whiter than that, Justin Timberlake, gets the pop people, the older millennials with one kid, like, oh my God, this used to be my jam. And then it's also, he used to have some clout in like, the R&B community, back, Cry Me a River days, he's one of those genre bending artists. So he used to get a lot of clout before he got called out on his cultural appropriation. That's however you want to take it. I'm not going in about Justin Timberlake, but I'm just saying you can't think of any of a perfect white people recipe than having a pop star go country. But no, people were not feeling it at all. So they're like, okay, all right, screw the white people. We'll cater to them every other day of the week. This time, we're going to get those freaking Latinos. We're going to get them. Jay-Z, what you thought? Oh, and Jay-Z's like, okay, well, everybody likes JLo. Everybody likes JLo. Okay, yeah, smart. We can't just have JLo, though. Who, Cardi B? Beyonce? No, Shakira. What? Who the hell is Shakira? Trust me, you're going to want it. And that's how the meeting went. I didn't start up as a setup for that kind of skit, but that's how I imagine in my mind the meeting went, right? And I do want to touch on one thing that people were giving them flack about having no Miami local artists. And that's pretty much every sporting event. Like, I'll have to go through the history of the NFL and then the freaking Super Bowl, but every city they're in, they never really give any attention to local artists or people from there. That's just a given. Like, I'm not even bothered by that at this point because that happens all the time. I mean, if you stay bothered, but when have they ever really cared? Maybe Beyonce that one time. Was that even in Houston? I don't remember. But people have been talking about who's going to make a cameo because in the Super Bowl halftime, there's always like at least 3 different artists. And people have been guessing maybe Cardi B because she does have a song with JLo, but she did express earlier. They've been trying to get Cardi B for a while. And she's like, no, I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool because of, Colin Kaepernick, right? So I really don't think Cardi's going to be there unless JLo convinces her. So who knows? But I really don't think she's going to be there. But I have a conspiracy. And that is Mr. 305, Mr. Worldwide, Pitbull. Pitbull is from Miami. And my conspiracy is if they don't invite him on there, he's going to perform whether they ask him to or not, okay? He has a song with both JLo and Shakira, right? He's from Miami. So if he doesn't make a slight cameo, I bet you everyone in the stands is going to be like, what's that? It's a blimp in the sky. What's that blimp? And it's freaking Pitbull, and he's like reclining, like he's got like a wire, Mission Impossible style, and he's like, dale. And they're like, what, Pitbull? We didn't ask you to be here. We didn't ask you to be here, Pitbull. What's going on? So I'm willing to put money down that Pitbull is going to perform some way or somehow. I'm going to put money down. I don't care. He's going to be in the stands. He's going to be outside. He's going to do something, but he's going to freaking perform in Miami if he's going to freaking do it. I guarantee you that. I think it would be cool since it was Jay-Z who picked them if Beyonce did do a little cameo and perform Beautiful Lie with Shakira. These two have never performed this live together. Shakira has performed it on her tours by herself. Beyonce has performed it on her tours by herself, but they've never done one cursory performance together. If you found footage of that, then prove me wrong, because I would think I would die. I think, like, when this song came out, it's still like a banger. Like, the video is a banger. Like, this is the epic, like, I'm so hyped talking about this video and the song, right? I doubt this is gonna happen because Beyonce's already been there twice, and I think because Jay-Z got a lot of flack for being part of the NFL, I think that's kind of like their whole have their cake and eat it too. Jay-Z works with them, Beyonce doesn't talk about them, distance themselves. I doubt this is gonna happen, but if it does, I will flip a lid, and I'm probably gonna watch it on YouTube, like rip from some other channel, so like, I can still enjoy it but be critical of it, because duality, right? Don't cancel me, please. One confirmed performer or performers, multiple, is Los Tigres. Excuse my pronunciation, y'all. I don't speak Spanish. Like, I had to leave a big sigh. This is so smart. Again, this is very smart. You know how, like, they always have, like, some sort of kind of band that doesn't fit? Like, remember when Beyonce and Bruno Mars have random ass Coldplay in it? Like, this is for the moms, right? Like, I know a lot of young people out here in California love them, but this is for, like, the older moms, so they can get into it. This is, oh God, they're smart. Like, this is so freaking smart of them. How's it going to fit in? How did Coldplay fit in with Beyonce? They're going to figure it out. But God, that's just, God, genius marketing. Like, messed up, but genius. So we talked about the controversy, we talked about the potential cameos, we talked a lot about that stuff, except for the actual performance of the two artists, which I'm very curious of how they're going to blend the two together. So Shakira and JLo, if you know anything about them, have very, very different performance styles, okay? So I talked about earlier how JLo has a very, like, entertainment, like, Beyonce, baby Beyonce, wannabe kind of Beyonce, like less dancers than Beyonce. It's like dancers, big screens in the background, 5 costume changes minimum, a lot of dancing, like at least 20. Beyonce's got like 100 dancers. JLo's got like 20. Come on, like no one can be Beyonce. Let's get that straight. But basically, that's similar. Like, this is a show, this is a production type of situation. Whereas Shakira, I've been to her concert in 2018, and it was a spiritual experience. If you don't know Shakira like that, she doesn't tour very often. She tours about every 7 years. And usually when she tours, she has a live band, and she'll play the guitar a little bit or drums. She'll belly dance some or like kind of rock out, but it's very like intimate per se. The only time I've ever seen her have a lot of dancers is during like a Grammys performance or a World Cup or something. Even then, she just has like a guy on the drums and she's just shaking her ass off, right? Which is great. Like, she's a great dancer. I think she is. I mean, worldwide. If you don't think she's a good dancer, then okay, good for you. Like, and JLo's a great dancer too, but in her own way. So those are two different. I mean, look at how they're dressed in this photo, in this like press tour. JLo's full glam, tanned up, lip gloss. Shakira looks a little worse for the wear. I mean, love the girl, but she's like, she's very like kind of more natural-esque, even though that's not her natural hair. Everyone knows she has really black curly hair. She bleached the hell out of it. Good on her. So I don't know how they're going to blend the two performance styles. It's going to be really interesting. I feel like either it's going to be really good or just kind of a mishmash. Either way, I'm probably going to be watching on YouTube from some ripped account. But thanks for listening. If you listened all the way through, thank you for bearing with me with my first voiceover podcasty type situation. I'm still learning. So thank you so much for your patience. Let's have a good convo in the comments if you watched it at all. So thank you. Bye. Peace. Goodbye.